Yo, what's up, guys? It's Rico, bringing you guys a double KEM Strike on the map Strike Zone. I'm gonna let you guys pretty much watch both streaks. I don't really cut out too much of the gameplay, but I'm using the trusty old Honey Badger with the gold, red dot, and grip. I actually ended up on a squad of like 5 guys or whatever, and I think the game before this I may have been playing against these guys. And then luckily enough, I ended up on their team, so I actually had teammates that knew kind of what they were doing. So I got kind of lucky here, to be to end up with these guys. But yeah, so I mean, I dropped the double KEM Strike. It's a legit double KEM Strike. I don't get any care package KEM Strikes. I know somebody was like asking me after the game, oh, was one of them in a care package, or was there 2 care packages, whatever? No. It was 100% legit, and you'll see it right here in the gameplay. But today what I want to talk about is my first car accident of me driving, of course, because I did get into, I think, like a good 4 or 5 accidents, me being a passenger in a car. But first one I ever got into, my first job, I was working when I was 15 years old. I was working for Burger King. And I was making, I think, $5.15 an hour. That was back when minimum wage was really, really low. I'm 25 now, but I was obviously, so 10 years ago, wow. But so I was pretty much saving all my money, and that wasn't exactly the easiest task to do when you're 15 years old and you're in high school and you just want to spend money on other things. So saving up for a car was really, really hard. I finally saved up enough to get my car, and I had a Honda Del Sol, and I don't know, I was driving it for maybe like 2 weeks. It was like, oh my god, it was my prized possession. I mean, to see that I've worked so hard, to get a car of my own. I don't know, at 15 years old I was just so stoked, and it was one of the cars that I really, really wanted. I wanted to hook it up, and I ended up doing so. I ended up getting a bunch of stuff for it. But so I'm driving. It's a 2-seater car. If you're not familiar with the Honda Del Sol, it's basically kind of a hybrid between like a Civic and the smallest car in the world, I guess. It's just really, really small, no back seats. It was a 5-speed manual transmission car, VTEC engine. It was really nice. So I'm sitting, I believe, I never eat fast food, by the way, but this day I was with my girlfriend at the time, and we were at I believe it was a KFC, yeah. So Kentucky Fried Chicken. We're waiting in line, and the line's pretty long, and there's a guy in a Jeep in front of me, and there's also somebody behind me, and the line's pretty long. It's I would say a good 9 or 10 cars, waiting for the drive-through. So the next thing you know, I'm talking, and I see this guy's reverse lights come on, and I pressed my horn once. So I saw his brake lights on, then I saw his brake lights turn off, or I saw him basically let go of the brakes, and his reverse lights were still on, and he started rolling back. Right there I pick up the first KEM Strike. I try to die here, actually. There you go. So I tried honking at him again. And when I put my car in reverse to reverse back, and then I realized that there was somebody behind me, so I couldn't move. Next thing you know, this guy slams on the gas and just completely backs up really, really fast, and I just held my horn or whatever. And mind you, this is all taking place in a matter of seconds. Explaining it takes a lot longer, obviously. But he just ends up just slamming into the front of my car and completely caves in my hood, and my bumper's falling off, and my freaking frame bent. It was a Jeep Wrangler. I was like, what the fuck? I ended up getting out of the car. I wanted to fight this dude. I literally got out of the car ready to fight this guy. I was just so angry. And he got out the car with his hands up, oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry. This is my girlfriend's mom's car, this and that. There was not a scratch on that car. It was this, he had a metal bumper in the back of the Jeep. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, dude, I'm calling the fucking cops. I went off. And I pull out my phone to call the cops, and he was like begging me not to call the cops. I was like, look, man, I was like, let me get all your information. He said, I'll pay for everything. I'll pay for everything. So I was like, yo, dude, you're going to pay for everything. You're going to pay for my body kit, my hood, my engine. You're going to pay for everything. He's like, yo, dude, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. So I was like, all right. So I took this guy's information down, and his number, all his license information. I took his word for it. I figured, you know what? I might get a little bit more out of this if I just get this guy's money rather than, you know, go through an insurance. And I had the cheapest insurance at that time. They probably would have just totaled my car out. It was I think it was a 95. And this was, I want to say, in like 05, 06. And oh man, no, I'm not sure what year it was in actually. But yeah, anyway, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take it for what it's, you know, take and see what this guy can give me. So I went to a body shop, got a quote, and they ended up giving me like a quote of like $2,900 or something like that to fix the damages. And I showed the guy, you know, the quote, and in one day he came up to me. We met at the scene that we crashed our cars, and he ended up giving me $2,900 in cash, and I ended up just completely splurging on my car. Just got it all kinds of parts, and I ended up getting a new engine and all that. Not with that money, but I was saving up more money for an engine and stuff. So I ended up hooking up my car. That basically got the ball rolling for hooking up my car. So I it happened for a reason, I guess, and to speed things up, I suppose. But anyway, that's pretty much it. That's my first car accident, if you will. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Double KEM Strike here on the map. Strike Zone. If you guys did like the video, leave a like. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe for more content. And Rico's out. Peace.